Malaysia intends to move up the supply chain within the semiconductor industry, the government should come up with the right strategy on achieving it. President and CEO of BowerGroupAsia, Ernest Bower, said this is important in order for the country to maintain its competitive edge in terms of attracting investments.
Well, Malaysia semiconductors account for, I think, 7% of Malaysia's GDP. And as the semiconductor supply chains in the world get shifted around based on the new geopolitics between the United States and China, it's really important for Malaysia to understand those dynamics, decide what its strategy is going to be, and make sure that it gets its share of investment and maintains its competitive edge, particularly in the back end of the semiconductor sector. And if it has ambitions to move up the supply chain, this is the right time to think about how to do that. I think it's really important for Malaysia in its next industrial plan to think carefully about the semiconductor sector. What are the restraints on investment right now, and what are the opportunities? I think restraints are talent, of course, but also issues like the high cost of electricity in Malaysia. There are water-related issues, water supply, wastewater. There's also things like industrial gas, infrastructure, some transportation issues. On those, Malaysia is relatively advanced, but some of these are challenges for the country. I think its advantage is Malaysia is has been a very stable country. You are blessed with no earthquakes or real natural disasters like major storms, like some of the neighbors around Asia. So Malaysia also has an incredible foundation of investment since the 1970s. Malaysia was early in on the semiconductor industry, and it's got amazing experience and a good infrastructure of companies who dominate world packaging and the back end of the sector. So making sure that Malaysia continues to innovate in that sector is going to be really important, and I think the government has to think about the whole picture and not just work through MITI, but have MITI be a leader and coordinate other ministries, even states, to support the competitiveness of this sector.
He was speaking to Astro AWANI after a roundtable titled Malaysia's Missing Piece in the Semiconductor Puzzle at Menara MITI on Tuesday. The session conducted by BowerGroupAsia also saw the participation of the Ministry of International Trade and Industry's Secretary General, Datuk Seri Isham Ishak, and President of Malaysia's Semiconductor Industry Association, Datuk Seri Siu Hai Wong.